Bam! Yo, number one Sunday evening drummer, Dre, aka the Carnival Ref, is back for another edition of the Carnival Ref Live. Today, we really need to write that letter to find out how everybody's doing because it is Miami Carnival Sunday, if you didn't know. So right now, we're all supposed to be palancing, drinking a rum, vodka, whatever you drink, Henny, in the park, having a time in our costumes and our bands, listening to sweet soaking music, big trucks, all the madness and the bacchanal and the melee, and that is today. So check in with your carnival buddies, find out what they're up to, what they're doing, and yeah, we aren't okay, but we'll get through this. We will. So special show today. Again, always interesting and great guests from all over the world, and I have linked up with a producer slash singer who represents, so is from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, but lives out in Paris, France, and goes by the name of Wetty Beatz. So he will be our main guest. But before that, I got to introduce one of my Kung Fu Bruce Leroy brothers from another mother. Goes by the name of Kevin Crown. He is a international touring DJ, also a radio broadcaster. And as I said, he's a black belt if you didn't know. So don't mess with Kevin Crown. He could do some damage. Also an actor, didn't know that. Slash model, the brand, Kevin Crown. Let's bring him on.
Yo, Dre, what's up, man?
Kevin.
Oh, man.
Black belt.
Yeah, man. What's going on? What's up?
How do you refrain when you're out there and people, we Caribbean people like to drink with rum and then eventually just get on ignoramus. And you have to deal with these people and know that you could basically take one pinky finger and kill them.
I mean,
how do you restrain? How do you hold back?
Those things are so far from my head. I'm not like a naturally violent person.
Right.
That's just another side of me. I think that kind of balances out the entertainment side, the humbling experience of martial arts. And I've been doing it forever. And, I've been groomed to have self-control and discipline. And I've never, felt the need to do that. I think I leave everything in the dojang, and when we go out, it's just about having a good time. I think I'm more of a peacekeeper when I'm around.
But there have to be that one time where someone pushed the buttons and you were like, "Yo, remove me from this room quick."
Yeah,
this guy's behaving really ignorant.
maybe one or two times, but self-control is a must.
Yeah, and you're generally a naturally fun person anyway, right?
Yeah. I like
so good energy will bring good energy.
Yes.
Yeah. So talk to us, man. They've been just running joke since Labor Day that New York is Rona free. Apparently Atlanta, since summer, has been Rona free. I've seen you getting on planes. I know you just got back from Atlanta today. Tell us about the experience. What is going on in New York? What is going on in Atlanta? Are they living life normal? And your experience moving up and down?
Well, I just came from Atlanta. Shout out to everybody in Atlanta right now. Atlanta, I believe, is the only city in the United States that's fully 100% open, operating like normal.
Right.
I don't know why. It's kind of strange to me. New York is not 100% open. The malls are not open. The movie theaters are not open. The restaurants just went back to indoor dining, but it's at 25% capacity. There are, of course, no indoor clubs open as yet. Quite a few outdoor events with social distancing, mask, temperature check-in, and all that have been going on, but it's not the norm. Atlanta is wide open, I must say.
Yeah. And most of these events are in nightclubs.
Yes. It's
inside.
Yeah, they are fully open, and they've been pumping for a while. So I'm not from Atlanta, so I really don't know why. But
did you feel totally safe and normal when you were down there? Did you feel the way this is how life should be again, or does it feel that way?
Well, I mean, I'm somebody who kind of naturally always social distance myself from people, and I live a healthy lifestyle, and I always walk with my mask. So in the beginning, when this thing first happened, when so many people were passing away and you just saw the numbers rising and this getting shut down and this, you had a lot of anxiety.
Right.
But, I didn't go outside for a month. I didn't leave my house for a month. You know.
Right. Same. For a lot of people, we actually, a lot of people initially said, you know what, let me just stay put till we know what's going on.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So I was one of those people,
Right.
and I was nervous, the anxiety, and then you went out, you know, I went grocery shopping a couple of times, and you know, I did some protests.
Yeah, I
Went
saw that.
went to DC,
Right.
did a huge protest, 10,000 people in Brooklyn, and at first you're like, oh my God, I wonder if I put myself at risk. But after a while, you start being around the same people, and you look at it. You're not sick. They're not sick. The people they're with not sick. Their family's not sick. Your family's not sick. So you kind of, just keep social distancing and do the
Right.
right thing. And so far, so good. Must say.
Nice. So would you recommend to other DJs that are, if they could get a booking to move around, that just do it, but practice, social distancing and all the protocols?
What I would recommend, whatever works for you, works for you.
Yeah.
If your heart and your mind is telling you to stay home, or if you have high risk people around you, like you have older family members, or
Right.
have people with pre-existing conditions, I wouldn't take that risk.
Right.
I wouldn't take that risk, because maybe you get it and you don't have any symptoms, but you might pass it on to somebody who does. My family members who have pre-existing conditions are nowhere around me. My mother and father are in Grenada, retired, on
Right.
the countryside. So for me, it's a little bit more flexible.
I got it. I got it.
Yeah.
We want to, as I told you before we jumped on the show, I want to keep things moving because I know there's so many live streams happening today,
Yes.
so many things going on. So I want to keep it fast and sweet.
Keep it
But we got to shout out everybody who joins in every week, and people are on right now. I saw Jody from Uber Soca Cruise is on. So shout out to our Uber Soca Cruise family, of course.
We would have been getting ready for Uber, man. Uber would have been next month, man.
Listen, this year is moving by so fast. It is insane.
Boy.
It is insane. Our guest, if you know him, which this is going to be, guys. This is the first time I'm actually going to have a conversation with this person. But his government name, as I say, is Philip Bastian, if I pronounce that right. Everybody in the world knows him as Wetty Beatz. And if you don't know that name, there's a rhythm that goes by the name Darkseid Riddim that rode so hard last year and this year with Problem Child and Lyrical. So Nasty Up and then Lyrical's Ruction. And this is the guy behind that rhythm, right? And this is probably when I started doing a little research on him. And there's a lot more things we're going to find out, So let me run the reel and we're going to bring him on. So let's just see what's up.
So much of time to let me come inside. She turn and she tell me you ain't getting in this party tonight. Baby, tell me why you pressure me. I know you don't know what you're doing to me. Come now and follow me, 'cause I'm on top. Yeah, I'm on top, and I don't want to come down. I don't want to stop, 'cause Ting Go Nice Again, Ting Go Nice Again. When I'm with my friends, we go party and never stop till we end up all in our
Again. Welcome to the show. Wetty Beatz.
What's happening?
So, Wetty
What's going on, boys?
You are from
Kevin
an island.
Brown.
What's up? What's up? What's going on? What's up?
We here.
You're from an island, one of the small islands out of, I guess what they call the Grenadines.
Yeah.
So there's St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Yeah.
Is Union Island one of the Grenadines?
Yeah, exactly. Union Island is one of the Grenadines Islands. So yeah, I'm from there.
Okay.
To be specific.
And so give us a little bit of background about yourself. I mean, you are from, so you're Vincentian. How long were you born and raised there? You're now in France. Where did you go between Vincy and France, and what was that timeline like?
Well, I grew up most of my time in Union, to be honest, in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and then I came to Paris to do engineering, studying engineering and stuff, sound engineering, right. And then I came here when I was about 18 or something, 18. So that has been like almost 10 years now. Or
right.
I'm out.
So
here,
you went to Paris to do sound engineering.
Yeah, to study sound engineering, and as well, I picked up a language which is French. So, so you don't know, man, multilingual. You know what I mean?
Nice.
So yeah, I lived in London as well too, right? So because my big brother's living in London, so I went over there a couple of times, and I'm back and forth. To be honest, I'm back and forth.
Okay.
And but I'm based right now in France. I'm based
In
in
France.
Paris to be exact. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. You and Trini boy, is it Trini boy Juicy?
yeah. Trini boy
You guys
Juicy.
are
He's
related or
in
just
London.
really
Yeah.
good friends? I see you all have a
Nah,
couple
nah,
of
we just
collabs
good
together.
friends. Nah, we
Good
just really
friend.
good friends, man. Yeah, yeah. That's my brother. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
that was a big song for 2020. Yeah.
Bottle
Bottle over
overhead.
my
Yeah,
head.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah.
So
That's a
talk to
mad
us now.
crazy
You
song.
you originally were soca. Were you Afrobeats then soca, or you came up with this objective to blend both? Because you're very Afrobeats.
Yeah, to be honest, I grew up on soca. To be honest, grew up on soca, right? And
Hmm.
and I started getting into like before I never used to like hip hop and rapping and stuff, and then I started really getting into it, and to be honest, like Lil Wayne was one of my favorite rapper alive right now, like favorite to be honest, in
Right.
from ever
Yeah.
since, and that influenced me a little bit to just do a crossover between soca, trap, because if you listen, like I did a couple rhythms back in the days, like where I had like oil stain rhythm with static, you get them snares, the trap snares and them things in there. I did
Right.
wreck it rhythm and a whole heap of rhythms before, you know what I mean? So
Wow.
so yeah, I kind of put a lot of that influence into it, and then being over here and listening to like Afro music and stuff like that, I started changing it up a little bit. I like mix the Afro, elements of the thing with soca and kind of create a blend. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
surfing. Yeah.
Right. For myself and I guess the viewers out there, what sound or songs would you say were that we would all know that you were behind when as a producer or writer before you came out as a singer?
Well, I have songs out there like long time now, but if you check in on like a really big sound before anybody like really knew me, that would be
Yeah.
Galadone from Lava Man. Lava Man
Right.
had a song I produced the rhythm, and then
Kevin, you know that one?
Yeah. We don't play much with we don't play
yeah,
much
yeah,
with
yeah, yeah, yeah,
none.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
la,
it,
la.
that's it, that's
Big
it.
song. That's
Yeah,
classic Grenada music right there.
yeah, man. And then
Yeah.
I did song. I wrote and produced a song for Ola Tunji called Oh Yeah. Right
Okay.
after that, I did other tracks in between. I did help me. Static did what is really Taunting Rhythm. We have Busy Signal on it, Mr. Killer, Spice, and other
Right.
artists mix up. You know what I mean? I had
Yeah.
following years from that. I had other rhythms that I released and other singles like one with Marshall Montano. I did Bitter Rhythm with Static. I did Doctor Mashup. That's me again too. And yeah, I have
Okay.
a couple tracks out there.
Right.
A big catalog of things I
It seems as
produce.
if
Whether
rhythms is your thing now, huh?
well,
So
yeah, I always been a man to put the rhythms out there, and I'm not taking the fame and say yeah and this and that, but I'm one of the first man to start like implementing that thing like rhythms. Every year I have a rhythm, special rhythm, have a team behind it, I have have something going with it. And then from
right.
there, it's going. You know what I
Yeah, let
Yeah.
me
mean? So
sorry to cut y'all, but real quick, Wetty, there's so much music that comes out that never really, gets to, get any kind of shine. And as DJs, we got to kind of pick and choose what to play and what to listen to because, to be frank, you can't listen to everything all the time. But anytime I see something from Wetty Beats, is a must play. I gotta say, what what
Yeah.
what what is Wetty coming with now? So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think you're one of the producers, especially in this genre of music, that the DJs really check for, and the other producers as well.
And that's
Yeah,
wicked, though, Kevin, because I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
hmm I was trying to stay different, to be honest. Try to be one step ahead of everything. So if like this year I have a style of rhythm, I come up with a style or something. Next year I'm on to the next. So what I mean, people gonna catch up, but
Yeah.
always trying to be different, trying to make something extraordinary. You know what I mean?
Right. So I'm curious to know about the Darkseid Riddim, right? Because I pulled up the catalog again and a lot of people think, you know what, they're just two artists on this rhythm. You yourself are on this rhythm, Wetty.
Yeah,
You have a song on
I
this
get
rhythm.
rhythm
Lava
too,
Man is on
and
this
Lava
rhythm.
Man. Yeah, me Lava Man, lyrical and Problem Child on it. But as usual, when one song take off, then another song take off, then everybody obviously won't have time to listen to everything. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you go and stream it, you stream the whole rhythm, then yeah, everything is there. But you know what I mean? Everybody won't be able to play, and that's just the thing
Yeah.
about rhythm.
But
You can't
do
get
you
everything played at the
feel a
same
way
time.
though? Do you feel a way
No,
when you
I
make a rhythm that's so big and you're like, yo, why is the other songs not getting at least a little more play than what it is? You know, where like why Wetty song people should know your song and that rhythm by now.
yeah, but the thing is, look, to be honest, I'm not feeling away because I produce the track. So even though people don't hear my song, they hear the rhythm.
Yeah,
So to be honest,
yeah.
it's not a problem for
So
me. I mean,
you're totally okay having different hats take the
yeah,
role.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
hey,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
producer
yeah,
will
yeah,
take me forward.
yeah, 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 yeah,
I
yeah.
don't need
Go
to be
for
the
that
artist
one.
in this one. But then I'll come up with bottle over my head and I can take me forward with
Yeah, yeah,
Vincy.
yeah, yeah. Exactly, exactly.
Man,
So it's really not a problem for me, to be honest. So yeah.
yeah. Kevin, you were I know you were part of deep DJ, I guess, when that song Wet It Up by Zeke.
Yeah.
When I think it got no burn and then you pumped it
Well,
after. Was it that
well,
one?
yeah. Well, it was actually
And was it
Zeke's
also
song,
Problem Child Nasty Up?
and it was nasty up as well. So what had happened, I met Zeke in St. Vincent, and he said something to me that kind of stuck with me. He said, "Yo, I want you to play my song." I said, "You're performing though. I don't want to." He said, "It doesn't matter. I want you to play my song." And I just started playing it. And, I'm the type of DJ when, I listen to the lyrics and I try to paint a picture of the song. And, we took it all over the world. And, the antics we were doing. Shout out to my brothers, Private Ryan. Shout out to Back to Basics. Shout out to Chow, Rigo, the whole fraternity, man. Shout out
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
Avalanche, everybody. Barry Hype. I don't want to leave nobody out, but shout out to everybody, the whole fraternity. We started taking the record and we just started, making it larger than life. And, the experiences behind the record,
Yeah.
it made it global. And then when I heard Nasty Up at the time, the Dark Seed wasn't playing in St. Vincent. And I remember
Right.
it was Carnival Tuesday. And Problem Child was behind the truck I was playing. And I was like, yo, his hot song at the time was Isaac Hunt. And I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? I like this song Nasty Up. So, I must have played it for like 10 minutes straight. And I said, Problem, I'm taking this one around the world. I actually posted it on my Instagram. And, we took it to St. Lucia and it actually bust crazy in St. Lucia. And then from there, it just went all over the world. So
Crazy.
it's like I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it because,
Yeah.
it was just so epic 2 years back to back
Yeah,
that I
that's what
was,
I'm saying. That's 2 for 2.
yeah, the 2 for 2, man.
Coming out coming out
Yeah.
of Vincy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So
Vincy's kind
that
of a
that that that
creeper.
wet it up song. What made you like feel the song?
Well, the song is actually not about water. It's just a gal tune. You know what I mean? If you listen to the songs,
Yeah,
she's singing about
I know,
gal.
I know.
And it was with me. I just saw the performance aspect of it, the build up of it. That's one soca song that I never mix. I always play from the top. I make a speech and I play from the top, and just the build up of it. The melody. It just said, "Yo, I could really turn any event into a wet fet when I play this song." And then
Yeah,
we started. We would tell the promoters or tell the people, "Yo, we need 10 cases of water, 20 cases of water," and we would spend like 5 minutes giving everybody bottles of water. And it's so many viral moments all over the internet with this wetted up song that's actually not talking about Tron water at all. It
Yeah.
was just an idea that I had, and it worked, and then it worked, and then I saw other DJs doing it, and
yeah.
it's just something I'm happy that I was a part of making so big, and
I know.
I just want to keep doing that, man.
I know. And Kevin, the thing is you don't even just take it And as you said, it wasn't just a song that was no one knew about and it became a popular song. It was a song that had so much viral moments, and that then on to
Yes.
Problem Child, Nasty Up, going all the way into Miami Carnival. There was so
Yes.
many people in trees, waving branches, running up and down, diving off of trucks.
Yeah.
I mean, it's,
It's
You see that transition? You see that transition? You know that beat was built by me, right?
Yeah, of course. We know that.
That Wet It Up beat was built by me and a guy called what's his name again? Um,
I can't remember his name.
Marley Beatz.
Marley.
Yeah, Marley
Yeah,
Beatz.
Marley Beats. Yeah. There you
Marley
go.
sent that to me and he was like, yo, Zeke was like, yo, give me a hit, bro. I was like, yo, I can give you a hit, bro. Send me the
Yeah.
thing and let me give you a hit. And he's like, yeah. And I, yeah, just send it across and I'm like, boom, hit that up and
Don't worry.
gone.
Wetty, we got some work to do too. You know, I remember
Yeah.
we spoke.
bro, obviously.
We spoke.
Yeah, we
We
spoke. We
spoke.
have things to do, man. It's just
We
'cause
got
of this
things to
whole
do.
situation, everything is on pause. But yeah,
Yeah,
we
we got
working,
things to
no
do.
worry.
so
Trust me.
Wetty, I like that. I like that statement you made because, you know, on one of my past interviews, I had Dwayne Jarrus. You know, we were talking about. I always talk to the artists and DJs and producers about whether you know what a hit is gonna be or not. And if you and most people say, you know what, with music, it all comes down to the people. You could think you have the biggest song, and it could be zero when it goes out to the airwaves, right? And it comes
Yeah.
from the people. But you just said, if I came to you and said, Wetty, Trini Jungle Juice wants to have its first soca song for 2021, and I want it to be a hit. You seem as if you're like 99.9% confident. You'll say, Dre, I will work with you. And you know what? Chances are we'll have a hit. You and I will make a hit.
Yeah. Because I listen to the drums that I do. I listen to everything, and I always see myself like in the how do you say in the audience state. Like if I can't picture myself going crazy to the beat,
Yeah.
no, it's not a hit. You know what I mean? But
And
if I see myself
the same way.
going
You're
crazy,
right.
then yeah, it's a hit. It's a hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know
So-
when the Darkseid Riddim starts, your pause starts to raise for some reason. You know when Wet It Up plays, you know certain songs it comes on here like when Savannah Grass plays, my pause raises every time. Savannah
Yeah.
Grass.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
I feel
You
like
know?
I feel like they have like a plugin that's just like a Jumbie plugin. You know, and they don't use it all the time. But I feel like with Wet It Up, with the Darkseid, it was some kind of Jumbie. Because when I heard it, I said, nah, this you can't stand still. And I've literally watched either from the stage, from the sidelines, or on social media. I've literally watched the craziest like things ever happen parties. Like people who don't understand soca, they don't understand. It's like, yo, what's going on right now? Why are you making everybody throw water on their expensive clothes? It's
Yeah.
like, that's what
Crazy,
they
right?
want to do.
So I like my conversation because but that basically Kevin and Wetty, I think for 2021 or 2022, we need a Trini Jungle Juice, Kevin Crown, Wetty Beatz collab.
Let's do it.
Don't worry, bro.
I'm ready.
Just say the word. Just say the word.
Let's do it.
Every
Let's
year,
do
you
it.
know, people make that joke. They're like, when Trini Jungle Juice is going to come up with a soca sound? Like, you're in every carnival, come up with something, though. You don't even have to be singing, just come up with something. I'm like,
Come on with a
come
rhythm.
in.
Just say the
You know,
word, bro.
actually, it's
Yeah.
funny you say that. I actually produced my first rhythm during the quarantine.
What?
I executive produce. Shout out to Big Red Productions. I executive produce a rhythm called the Jabdemic. It's a power soca rhythm from Grenada. The Jabdemic rhythm is coming.
Okay.
I have a rhythm called the Inside the Fet rhythm. You know, it's more like a jab Denry kind of crossover.
Wait, that's two different rhythms you're talking about now?
Yes, it's just two different. They have the
Two different
Jabdemic.
rhythms.
Jabdemic is coming. Inside the Fet is coming. Anybody who watches me and Kevin Crown in the morning, you guys already heard the rhythm. We sent it out to some artists. And, you know, a feature that I did with my boy Problem Child, it's called Shake It Up. Problem Child featuring Kevin Crown just released yesterday, and it's going to be on Problem Child's new album. So I've been working in the quarantine, man.
Big up, man. Yo, you just led right into, you just transition smoothly into the next segment, which is what you're working on and what's coming in the pipeline.
Yeah, that's basically it, man.
Two rhythms.
Two
And
rhythms.
we could catch you. You stream every day, Kevin? Live
Well,
stream?
Monday through Friday. Monday through
Friday, once a day for what? An hour, 2 hours?
From 9 a.m. till 12 noon, the morning show. Yes.
Religiously.
Religiously for 6 months, going on 7 months now.
Yeah, because you were one of the first DJs. You know what I love, Kevin? I thought about this while I was getting ready for this show. Because every time I'm doing this show, I'm thinking, yo, mad props to Jimmy Fallon and these guys who do a late night show every night.
Right.
Because I do this once a week and I'm always rushing and running late and thinking, I'm not prepared. And these guys do that daily. And here you are now, streaming every day from 9 to 12 in the week. But what I love and I thought about is that you were ready, like before the pandemic.
Yeah.
Kevin Crown had cameras, studios, live streams. You were doing it before the lockdown.
I actually was. I used to stream when Instagram first gave you the ability to stream. I was actually streaming, and then I started touring, and the studio just collected dust. Funny story. I've always been a radio broadcaster. It was the club killer, the stage, but I'm a radio broadcaster to my heart. I love interviewing. I love interacting with people. I love doing radio. And I tried so hard to get on some of the major stations in my hometown, but didn't work out. So I not saying I never got on there, but I never solidified a solid spot.
Yeah.
I guess they say good things happen to those who wait.
Yeah.
And
or when the time is right, it will happen.
Right. So I literally built a radio station in my house. And some of my mentors told me, Kevin, listen, you are bigger than radio. They used to tell me, you have the look, you have so much more to offer than radio. He said, the world is coming to streaming. If you don't know, get with it. So I just invested, some money in some streaming equipment, some video switchers, some GoPros, and
you got the equipment when it was still cheap.
Well, yes and no.
Before they raised the prices 3 times over.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. The equipment didn't raise. It was just in such high demand. People bought them and just increased the price on them. But
that's what I'm saying. Stuff that was $100 was selling for $300 when I was checking for it.
Yes, if you'd have called me, I could have. I don't want to call no names, but there's so many DJs that's operating with something out of the studio right now that I said, you know what? You take this, you take this, you take this, and we just made it happen. It's just this pandemic, these past 6 months have really showed me that every time I didn't make it to do something, or all the decisions I made, all the foolish money, or I thought was foolish money that I spent, everything came into use, and it really paid off, and it's still paying off, because I will say, not being able to play outside for months on end and going tour, me still connecting with the people, was everything during this pandemic, and I just want to thank all the supporters who continue to support me every day I'm on.
Yeah. Lucy out of shout out to Lucy out in St. Martin. She says, you're such a great human, Kevin.
Oh, thank you.
Please never change. Keep it up,
Thank you so much.
And we have Shelly Hollingsworth bigging up your morning show. She says it's lit, it's fire.
Yeah, thank you.
Everyone needs to watch it.
Yes.
It's just Shelly, your management by any chance?
Shelly is probably my number one fan. If you go on her page, she promotes every time I'm on. Even if a couple of days I might miss, she promotes. And I think I met her one time, but she's just a loyal morning show listener, part of the morning show family. And it's really a family. It's a family over there. If you go on there, you'll see it's a really nice vibe. And I just thank God for people like her, because something really special came out of this chaos that's 2020. It's like a gift and a curse. So
you're right.
Yeah, man.
And the Shellys, we all need that. I was listening to the Gen X Walty Fire interview with Wasi one earlier, and Wetty. This you could probably to speak to this more. She said that there's nothing stronger than grassroots promotions or pushing. If you have somebody like a Shelly in your corner, that's worth more than any advertising you could pay for boosting on Facebook or begging DJs to do it for. People who in your corner will push and promote you so hard that you can't beat that and anything you do. So Wetty Beatz, the producer, if you have people that says, like Kevin saying, hey, when I'm watching my inbox, anything that says Wetty Beatz, I listen to that. I'm going to play it and I'm going to listen to it. And you can't beat that. And how do you continue to keep growing that, And look, Kevin,
That's facts.
camera
That's facts.
dropped off.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah,
It's okay,
cool.
I'm back.
See,
I'm back. I'm
fancy
back.
stuff, fancy thing.
Let me focus it.
Yeah. So, Wesley, I mean, how do you interact and build your fan base as a producer, now artist, singer, and since the pandemic, what are you doing to keep to keep your audience loving and in touch with you?
Well, to be honest, I don't do a lot of streaming and a lot of lives and stuff, which is an error. But at the same time, I always have some little snippets and stuff I put out on the gram, so people could still know that yo, I'm here, I'm bringing stuff, the stuff coming. So just what I mean, just wait it out, and as soon as everything is opening back up again, I will always release music. Like even now, I'm
Right,
gonna release music soon time again. You know what I mean? So it's always something I always keeping them, you know, interacting with me. Post something, yo, well, to think about this. You think it's lit or no? You know what I
right,
mean? So it come
right.
like they helping me produce or they helping me write a song. If someone tell me, yo, nah,
So you're
this
feeding
ain't
ideas
working,
to your people.
I'm gonna go back. Yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? So it's a good way that everybody could interact with me at the same time. I interact back with them. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Right, right.
So that's
Kevin,
how I do
someone
it
is
right
asking
now.
what's the name of your show and what to look for.
It's the Kevin Crown Morning Show. It's on Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube, 9 a.m. to 12 noon. Every platform is Kevin Crown Music, so I'm easy to find. You could actually check out some of the past shows on Twitch, on YouTube, Facebook, and well, not Instagram because Instagram doesn't save it, but
Yeah,
just follow me on social media, Kevin Crown Music. You turn on the notifications, and you'll see me. I'll be on at 9 a.m. faithfully, and we done some amazing things. Shout out to Shireen B. That's my assistant. She's been very instrumental in just keeping the morning show going. And like I said, I there was times, I was just so frustrated that I wasn't on a bigger platform, and I
right.
created my own. And a lot of the guys that were on the bigger platforms can't even reach their platforms because
Yeah,
nobody could go to the station. So I felt fortunate that even though I went through trials and tribulations, it kind of groomed me for what's coming next. And here
yeah.
we are
No,
today.
trust me, I could relate. I could relate
Yeah.
to that because for a long time, my aspiration was, I'm gonna be a host on a mainstream American station. Of DJ something on MTV, BET, whatnot, Travel Channel, and I still want to get there. But at the same time, I kept building my own because I realized back then I would have posted something on whatever was available, and it would get plugged down.
Right.
And I knew when I created TriniJungleJuice.com, no one could control besides me what goes on that platform. If I want to put up something with Kirsten, if Wetty Beatz came up with something tomorrow that people said, yo, that's R-rated, I could premiere it.
Right.
And Facebook will say, no, that's R-rated. YouTube will say that's R-rated. So I decided, you know what? If you build your own, no one could take that away from you. And then
That's a
my
fact.
station or my network became more popular than TV networks in the Caribbean region, where people are like, yo, Trini Jungle Juice is bigger than XYZ. And I'm like, nah, y'all BSing me. And they're like, no, I'm serious. And same thing with you, So as I said, like, you build your own platform, you can go around. And I saw, I think even some of the interviews I was watching, they said that if tomorrow Facebook crashes, Instagram crashes, Twitch, all these platforms that people are living by crashes,
Right.
what are you going to do
Right.
with yourself if you don't have your own?
Yeah.
Right. I do have a website, kevincrownmusic.com. So like you said, we always look for the next because nothing lasts forever.
Yeah.
Nothing lasts forever.
Yeah. And Wetty, you got your own website too, right?
Yeah. I got my website as well.
Yeah.
WettyBeatz.com.
Right. So
Go
Ting
find
Go
me.
Nice. Ting Go Nice Again. When, Wetty? Tell me, how soon? Where's the prediction, Nostradamus? Because the sound is huge. From the time I heard that song, I put it on my playlist. I featured it on Jungle Juice. I said, guys, this sound is huge. And that was when you released it. That was how many months ago?
That was like 3 months ago or something like that. Yeah.
3 months ago. And I think it's
Yeah.
finally gotten some wings, and with things getting locked down, Trinidad Carnival getting locked down, and Miami and that, and then people finally saying, yo, things have to get nice again.
Yeah,
And
it's
yeah.
people playing it now, so it's good. Getting a couple plays in Trinidad and stuff like that. So that's good, man. Back in the days, it was really for me, for as an artist or as a producer, if you get your stuff playing Trinidad or You know what I mean? Your song busting on the radio station in Trinidad, for example. Yeah, you consider yourself like, oh yeah, I reach, I'm big. You know what I
You
mean?
read, yeah.
But like now, it's so
Change.
like normal because once you make that link with people, you know what I mean? I'm linking with Kevin Crown. We're gonna do a rhythm. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. You know what I mean? It's so
Yeah.
easy now for everything to just go right around. I was thinking, yo, the world is so big. No, but no, the world is so small. To be honest, bro.
It
You
got
know what I mean?
smaller. It got smaller.
Facts.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
it's so wicked though because now, as I said before, you could have said, "Man, the DJs are not playing my song, the radios are not playing my song." But you don't even need that as a producer, as a singer, as a DJ anymore. You could just go out on social media, go on TikTok, and you could be viral in a day.
That's true.
We have that.
It's
That is
crazy.
so
Yeah,
sweet. I wish I had that when I started this. When I started Trini Jungle Juice, I wish social media was where it's at for me.
yeah,
Like I could have been a zillion times better.
Let me
yeah,
let
yeah,
me
yeah.
let me let
Straight.
me let me say something about that. Like I said before, I had so many aspirations on being on major platforms, and it's a lot of politics, and it's politics and everything. There's
Everything,
politics every
everything.
every 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 aspect of our lives, especially entertainment. Every genre of music is never it's not like math. It's never 2 + 2 = 4. It's never like that. It's always, well, if you the right two and you buck with the right two, then it might equal 4, but then it might equal 0. You understand? So,
Yeah,
um, like you said, with social media, um, I think once you are not apprehensive to change and you know how to be water, like Bruce Lee said, be water, be flexible, I think you'll be all right. You just gotta keep learning and keep going with the flow. You know what I
yeah.
mean? And like you said, I knew about Trini Jungle Juice, and there's sometimes I'll be in events standing up right next to you, and I didn't know who you were, but I knew what
Yeah,
your name was,
yeah.
and we started seeing each other, and the camaraderie, and the respect was there. And I think on Uber Soca, we actually sat down and talked. I was like, yo, this guy's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, yeah.
He's pretty cool, man. Cause you hear things and then you're not sure how people are. But
Right.
I think social media actually gives us a chance to kind of show that other side of us as well.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah.
during the
For
pandemic,
real.
I saw Ryan Said actually giving miking, and you have Private Ryan miking
Both
in
the
this.
Ryans, both the Ryans. I'm
Both
like,
Ryan, Travis
I'm like,
World.
Ryan, are you gonna need me when the next brainwash outside? You gonna need me, or am I just be watching the Private Ryan
That's
show?
what
I
I'm
want to
saying.
know.
Both Ryans have arguments now. I'm like, what?
Yeah, yeah,
What?
yeah, yeah.
That's crazy.
So, Ryan, one day, the next time we're outside together, I'm gonna play and let Ryan mic for like 10 minutes, like
For
10 minutes,
real.
like 10 minutes.
For real.
Yeah, I
For
think
real.
the crowd want to see that.
So Wetty, what else were we looking forward to? What music, how soon? Now that there's like no carnivals that are in the near future, was the next release coming out?
To be honest, I'm trying to put out at least next month. I'm trying to put out the song like next month or something.
Okay.
Or yeah, I'm gonna try to do that. So it's gonna be like next month and then 2 months after. Because I actually had well, to me, right, a bigger tune than Ting Go Nice Again, right? But
Right.
it would have been a real carnival, nice kind of thing. But yo, I say yo, I can't release it now because it makes no sense.
Yeah.
There's no
See, what's
no
holding back open a
stage, no
carnival was gonna
nothing.
come and hit a
Yeah,
bam.
yeah, 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 yeah. And so yeah, I have a lot of things in the caliber right now to release.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
How do you
And
balance Wetty though? How are you gonna balance between this should be for a carnival versus we don't know when the next carnival is gonna be? So do I hold back and swing and get some more, or do I just let it out and then hopefully it'll grow wings again when a carnival hit? Well, how do you balance that?
to be honest, I look at the situation, right? Because the situation is right now. Because I have a rhythm that was supposed to come out for Vincy Moss, right? Which is a while back. Vincy Moss already got. You know what I mean? So I had a rhythm actually.
July.
Yeah, I had a rhythm actually to come out called Doomsday Rhythm, right? Doomsday. And you guys, when you guys say Dark Seed, it's not really Dark Seed rhythm, it's Dark Side. It's actually from a comic Superman Dark Side, and Doomsday is the same
Okay.
thing, Superman Dark Side. I mean, so
So we've been
we have
messing that crap up.
yeah,
Dark
Yeah, I
Side.
mean, so
Kevin, you knew that?
yeah, it's dark
I
side because
in my head, I always said it's Dark Seed, but he is right. It's Dark
Yeah.
Side, but in my head, it's always just Dark Seed. When we
Why
on
don't you
stage,
spell
yo, Dark
SIDE?
Seed, Dark
Why is
Seed.
it make it so
yeah, yeah, yeah,
complicated? Because
yeah,
it's from the comics.
yeah, exactly. So
Okay.
from the DC anime, I mean the DC universe, because I'm into like animes and stuff, you know what I mean, and that inspired me to do a lot of things too. So if you ever hear some weird stuff in my music, it's because yeah, that's anime oriented, you know what I mean. So yeah, I had
We gotta make a
rhythms
rhythm
like that,
now.
and yo, the thing is just hold it up, man, hold up
Yeah.
everything. But yeah,
Because you have like Marie is saying Wetty, let it out because people are looking for soca online like never before. They're like, bring
Facts,
the music.
yeah.
facts.
I have things, man. I'm gonna release them until we can really like jump in a fet and enjoy a fet
Yeah.
like normal. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, but I'll have things. I'll definitely release them. So like you can look forward for like in the next month coming up and a brand new
Yeah.
release and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Wicked. How do you also decide this one is a Wetty Beats, I'm gonna sing this one versus I think this will be better performed by this artist or X artist? Do you shop it around first or do you hold on? Do you give yourself first preference now?
No, well, to be honest, I listen to a song and I feel like, yo, this song is big enough, but in my situation now, it's a different thing because I would say before, yo, this song is a big song, but if I sing it, you know what I mean? With if I don't put enough marketing behind it, maybe it's not gonna reach where it's supposed to reach. And
Right.
but if I give it to someone like Marshall or Ola Tunji or Skinny or you know what I mean, maybe them man
You
gonna
look at
make it bigger than what it is, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
back then I would think that, but like now I'm looking like, yo, it's so easy right now. Social media is everything. So if
Yeah.
I have a song and I feel like yo, I have too much songs because I have crazy ideas. Like now after we finish talking, I could go do a beat because I'm in the vibe. And I mean, do a song. I'm in the vibe. But like now, I could decide like okay, cool. I could write this song. I could you know what I mean. I give this man this and all. But everything is I have all the material and everything to do what I have to do. So I just do it and I decide whenever. And I mean, it doesn't have to be for this
Yeah.
guy or that guy. I can keep it. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
to be honest, I'm keeping most of my stuff. So it's yeah yeah
So that
yeah,
said,
bro.
closing words, words of anything else you need to mention, Wetty,
Well,
to get
just
out
big
there.
up everyone that came on this platform today. Big up everyone that tuned in. You know what I mean? If you're looking for me, you can find me on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I'm on YouTube. I have like a little thing going on YouTube. I'm doing like breakdowns of the beats that I build. So if people are interested to learn how it's done, whatever,
So
you can just go
YouTube.
over to my YouTube channel and check it
Okay.
out. Wetty Beatz. Just type Wetty Beatz and you'll find my channel. Same thing on Facebook, Instagram, Wetty_Beats. Yeah,
Wicked.
and that's
Kevin?
it.
Same thing. Just big up to everybody who took the time on a Sunday. Shout out to my daughter, Katie. She turned 13 today, so we about to take her
Whoa.
out to eat. That's actually why I came back home from Atlanta early to celebrate my
Wicked.
daughter's birthday. So
Yeah, so
she's
yeah, you told me that. So thanks for taking the time to
no
join us,
problem,
man.
no problem, no problem. Kevin Crown in the morning, 9 to 12, and look out for my birthday party. It's the end of the month, October 30th in Atlanta, October 31st in New York City. In City is 8. Get your tickets right now. Kevin Crown Music. And yeah, get your tickets right now. Just go to the Eventbrite, Halloween ATL New York City.eventbrite.com. Yeah.
Right. Because a Corona does not exist in New York, Atlanta, or Orlando right now.
Yo, you guys lucky, you know?
Or in the
You're
White
lucky.
House. Mad.
We
Well,
outside.
guys,
Mm,
appreciate it again. Thanks for joining. Wetty, would you like to introduce your music video for Ting Go Nice Again so we can run it for the people?
yep.
Introduce it for me. This is none other than Wetty Beatz. Ting Go
Big
Nice
bad
Again music
Wetty
video.
Beats.
Take a look, check it out. Again, follow the artists, you know their handles, and I will see everyone after the music video plays for the closing. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Wetty. Big
Big up
respect.
yourself, bro. To be honest, yeah, man.
Thank you so much.
Bless.
So big shout out to DJ Kevin Crown and of course producer, singer, songwriter Wetty Beatz for joining me for another edition of the Carnival Ref Live. The Carnival Ref Live. People say I speak so fast sometimes that you can't even understand what I'm saying. So it is Sunday, and if you were supposed to be in Miami for Carnival, I'm with you. I'm with you right here. And Trini, junglejuice.com. Always log on, look out for the latest news, new soca music, new reggae, Trinidad music, and of course, all the latest news that's going on with the Caribbean entertainment and serious matters. And most importantly, make sure to check out our store for the latest merch, which is store.trinijunglejuice.com. Stuff like this and lots more items. I swear, every day or every other day, there's a new item dropping in the store. And I will be releasing a new design tomorrow. Another heritage sub-brand, Trinbagonian, right? So look out for that. Store.trinijunglejuice.com. Have a blessed and Shelly, I'm so busy, maybe want to comment. You can get this store.trinijunglejuice.com. So I'll drop it in the comments. Or just log on to our site. The links is on Instagram, all our social media handles. Store.trinijunglejuice.com. Heritage, Caribbean, sayings, things grannies say, a lot of stuff. And even if you're in America, be sure to vote. I'm going to be doing another video on voting. I actually voted online. I got my ballot via email and I faxed it back. Fax via email. Never left my pad. And I voted. So make sure, make a difference, be heard. Get our vote t-shirt. Get a vote cup. Get something. Grab something. I love you guys. Until next week, I will see you all in the Carnival Ref Live. And in the week, I will see you guys with my co-host, Jerome Richardson, for Sense and Nonsense. From beautiful, jolly old London, peace, love, and jungle juiceness.